Today, I'm going to be ranking all the signings that Preller and the San Diego Padres have made in the last 5 years. How's it going, everyone? My name is FamedFriar. Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be switching the style up a bit. We're doing a tier list and we're going to be ranking every single signing that Padres have made in the past 5 years, all the way from Eric Hosmer, Xander, Bogaerts, Ha-Seong Kim. There's plenty of names to discuss, and of course the king himself, Manny Machado. But yeah, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe. That lets me know that you guys love content like this. And also, if you want to do this tier list yourself, there's going to be a link in the description. I made it myself. If you guys want to, do this tier list, fire away, guys. All right, we are on the tier list. Before we even start, I'm going to name the players that are on this tier list. Keone Kela, we signed after the 2020 season. Aaron Loup, we signed in the 2018 season. Eric Hosmer needs no introduction. Craig Stammen needs no introduction. Luis Garcia still on the roster. Mark Melancon, obviously we know who he was. He was our closer now 2 years ago. Brian O'Grady, who really cares about him? Ha-Seong Kim, of course. Manny Machado, Garrett Richards, Ian Kinsler, Adam Warren, Xander Bogaerts, Robert Garcia, and Nick Sexy Martinez. Let's hop into this. All right, so the first one's going to be Keone Kela. We signed him to basically a 2-year contract, and he blew out his elbow pretty fast. I mean, he had good stuff, but he blew out his elbow. I'm sorry. I have to put him in D tier because that you blew out your elbow, buddy. All right, so next one's Aaron Loup. Now, Aaron Loup he's actually a very, very good reliever now. Like, he's very, very good. He was very good on the Mets. Like, he was a good reliever for them. I believe he had a finest card in MLB The Show, if I'm not mistaken. But his time in San Diego was pretty mid. This is just based off of their performance, not off their contract. Oh boy, here's the big daddy. Here's the one everyone wants to see. Eric Hosmer. Yeah, that's gonna be a quick little S tier. He's definitely an S tier, guys. Definitely an S tier. I'm just kidding. Hosmer's obviously a D tier. Personally, I think when Hosmer signed that contract, he just decided, man, I got paid. It's time to pack it up. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, it's over. Who cares? Next one we got is Craig Stammen, currently a free agent. Craig Stammen still could come back. I think he's going to come back to San Diego, but he is a free agent right now. And you know what? A lot of people hate on Craig Stammen, but you know what? Craig Stammen is a solid C to B. Let me think about this. If I put Loup in C tier, I gotta put Stammen in B tier. Stammen really wasn't even that bad. Like, he did his job. He's done his role in the 4 to 5 years he's been in San Diego, I believe. So I'm A-okay with this. I am fine with this. All right, the next one's Luis Garcia. Obviously, we signed him last offseason, still in San Diego. One of our best relievers. The guy just can't throw strikes, or he leaves his fastball down the middle. But he has completely insane stuff. I mean, top-tier stuff. Top-tier pitching stuff. So I'm gonna put him in B. If I put Craig Stammen in B, I gotta put Luis Garcia in B. He's back-end bullpen guy. He's been great for us so far. Mark Melancon. The interesting thing about Mark Melancon is he was an S tier when we first got him. The first month or two we had Mark Melancon, he was an S tier player. And then whatever happened. I don't know. We're going to put him at, a solid C. Listen, I've seen Mark the Shark. I've met Mark the Shark. Great guy. Seems like a nice guy. Unfortunately, his time in San Diego just didn't work out in the end. We signed him to a very cheap contract. And you know what? That was okay in the moment, and it still was okay based off of his performance. But I mean, how good was Mark Melancon at the beginning of the 2021 season? We thought he was the best pitcher in baseball at a point. We can't even lie. We thought he was the best reliever in baseball. The next guy's Brian O'Grady. Not really a fan. Nothing good to say about Brian O'Grady. Yeah, for whatever reason, a lot of people liked Brian O'Grady. We signed him to a major league deal. This list is only major league deals, and he spent most of the time in the minors. So I'm gonna put him in D tier. Really wasn't a good sign. Ha-Seong Kim. Now this is definitely going to be one of the more questionable ones. Ha-Seong Kim's going to be very, very interesting to discuss, because some people are going to be like, oh, Ha-Seong Kim's, he's a very valued player, and some people hate Ha-Seong Kim. There's a lot of in between. It's like, what do you really think of him? And for me, I got to say he's a solid B. Like, he's solid, and you know what? There's a lot of good things that come with Ha-Seong Kim. There's also a lot of mediocre swings, not being able to hit velocity, do things like that. But defensively, he's great. He's great defensively, and he's great for the clubhouse. So I'll give him B just because of that. But truthfully, if If he was a better hitter, he would probably be an A tier signing, but it's okay. It's all right. Next one's obviously Manuel Arturo Machado. Yeah, I think we know where this is all going. I think we know where this is going. That'll be the D tier, of course. Manny Machado, D tier signing, never was really that good here. All right, before you guys come at me in the comment section, I moved it to S. Obviously, he's an S tier signing. He's the best signing that the Padres have ever made in the history of the team. I don't think there's a better signing than Manny Machado as far as I know. I can't think of one, but he's probably the best. I mean, comment down below, who do you think was the best signing? Next one's Garrett Richards. Garrett Richards was a funny one because he came off of Tommy John when we signed him, and he spent a year, like 90% of 2019 on the IL from Tommy John. But then he came back in 2020, and he was a pretty decent reliever in 2020. So I'm gonna give him C tier just because he was decent. He wasn't bad for us. I don't know what's happened with his career since, but yeah, he's C tier. He's solid. Whatever. We'll take him. Thank you for your time in San Diego. Now we're getting to the grits and grind of this list in the ending, and the next one's going to be Ian Kinsler. Ian Kinsler was actually one of my favorite baseball players before he came to the Padres, but he came to the Padres in his last season of his career on a one-year vet minimum deal, and there was a reason why he was on that one-year vet minimum deal, coming off a year where he did win the World Series, and this guy also pitched an inning for us and hit a home run in the same inning when we were getting blown out. Ian Kinsler is an interesting player in Padres lore for that season, and he hit a homer. He flipped off all the fans, I believe. So I mean, the signing's D tier, but he's interesting, man. Definitely a D tier signing. Oh well, but he's an interesting man. It's very, very funny. The next one is going to be Adam Warren. Now this is an interesting one because we signed him to a 2-year deal, and I believe we ended up releasing him. But I didn't think he was that bad. Like, at the beginning of the 2019 season, he was our setup man, I believe. There was a point during the 2019 season where he was pitching when Machado made his first spectacular defensive play in Arizona against the Diamondbacks, of course. And I remember watching his face, and he was just like, whoa, and that was my face too. And now we're used to this on a daily occasion. But Adam Warren, you are just going to go in C tier. You're just very mediocre, whatever. The last 3 signings here, though, are going to be some fun ones. Xander Bogaerts, the newest Padre. He hasn't played for the Padres, so I can't just automatically go S. Like, what do you want me to say? 4-time All-Star, 5-time Silver Slugger. This guy's insane. Put him in A tier for now. He very well can be an S, and he could be an all-time Padre S tier player. But for now, we're going to keep him in A tier just specifically because we don't really know how he's going to perform in a Padres uniform. Obviously, he's one of the most talented shortstops in baseball. I think he's one of the best pure hitters in baseball. So I'm going to put him in the A tier for now. But yeah, he can definitely go up a tier. The next one's going to be Robert Suarez. Now, we just signed Robert Suarez to that extension. Obviously, we signed him in 2021 on the original contract. And what do you want me to say? I may put him in S tier. I'm debating between A and S tier. I'm going to go, you know what? I got to go S tier. I gotta go S tier. This guy was a 0 when he came over. He came over from Japan, and he ended up being one of our best pitchers the whole year. So we gotta put him in S tier. You know what I mean? He's deserving of S tier. That's why I put him in S tier. Robert Suarez is the closer of the future for the San Diego Padres. Definitely an S tier, guys. That brings us to our final player, and that's gonna be Nick Martinez, aka Nicky Shoves. And Nicky Shoves, he's not an S. He's not an A. He's definitely not a C. He's not a D, so I'm going to put him right in that B tier. He's definitely B tier, which is kind of weird that he's up there with Craig Stammen. I know it feels weird that Craig Stammen's in B tier, but I really respect Craig Stammen for the inning eating he's done for us. And also, like, just I don't know, man. I respect Craig Stammen. Nick Martinez, he's a B tier signing. He has the ability to be an A tier signing, but he is a B tier signing for now. So this is the final look at my list. We got Machado and Robert Suarez in S tier, A tier Xander Bogaerts, B tier Craig Stammen, Ha-Seong Kim, Nick Martinez, Luis Garcia, C tier and Loop, Mark Melancon, Garrett Richards, Adam Warren. D tier is going to be Keone Kela, Eric Hosmer, Brian O'Grady, Ian Kinsler. Guys, these are all the signings that the San Diego Padres have made over the past 5 years that have came from free agency. So that's where I put my list at. Go ahead, you know, tweet me your list as well. I want to see what you guys are doing on this list. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Guys, if you are yet to hit that subscribe button, please hit it. Comment any questions down below. We will be back with the same type of content in the very, very future. Of course, if you like videos like this, please let me know so I can continue to upload them. This is very fun for me to make, and I hope your guys' lists were fun as well. But yeah, that is going to be my list, and that is going to be the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're yet to hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? Right now is the perfect time this offseason. And hit that like button on this video too, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.
305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house.
Hey.
It's our house right here, baby. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. Hey,